All right, guys, welcome back to Middle Class Reactions. Today's I'm going over a video from May 21st of a Senate hearing, and this hasn't been going near as viral as I thought it would have. I think it's kind of being suppressed by the media. So, with the little audience I do have, I'm going to try to let y'all see it. It's going over the COVID vaccine stuff, so let's take a look.
I've presented at the FDA advisory meetings. I've advised companies for decades on this, so I know the regulatory science very well. When a product definitely results in death, and there are thousands of peer-reviewed papers on this, Governor, the COVID vaccines in some people, sadly, result in death. Some on the very first day they take the shot. That must be a black box warning on the product immediately. I just checked the package inserts for the currently available products, the ones that Senator Blumenthal wants to pursue. Sounds like Governor wants to still pursue these. Our FDA still wants them to be administered. They still don't have the word death in the package insert. As of today, they don't. And so Americans are not fairly informed.
Do you have any doubt in your mind that the COVID injection caused some deaths? I mean, what do you think of the, 38,607 right now listed on VAERS? What do you think the real number is? And do you have any science to back up your opinion?
The best data are autopsies. So in the largest autopsy series published to date, I know because I'm the senior author, of all the deaths we examined, and we re-reviewed them. We had an adjudication committee. We had ways of arbitration deciding on did the vaccine cause death. The answer is, of these cases that came in for autopsy after vaccination, 73.9% of individuals, it was determined that the vaccine was the cause of death. First author is Holscher and colleagues. He's sitting right behind me.
And again, by FDA's own laws, that should be included on that package insert, correct?
Immediately in 2021, Dr. Carol Tossetta, working with the Daily Cloud, wrote Peter's Marks in the summer of 2023 and said, where's the black box warning? Where is it? No word from Marks.
Dr. Vaughn, you want to weigh in on the informed consent?
Well, all right, guys, before that other doctor starts weighing in, let's just think about that for a second. 73.9% of deaths were caused by COVID. I'm sorry, not caused by COVID, caused by the vaccine. Caused by the COVID vaccine. The fact that that's not posted all over the news right now is insane to me. I mean, we were called conspiracy theorists, and I say we, and I'm talking about those of us who are speaking out against this in 2020, when it was becoming a huge thing. We were being called conspiracy theorists for even mentioning that the vaccine was just not good for you, or not even that, just questioning, like, hey, I don't know about this type of thing. And now it's coming out that 73.9% of the deaths are caused by the vaccine, which is it's shocking, but not surprising. That is completely wild. And I have that guy's name saved. Let me pull it up real quick. Dr. Peter McCullough. Oh yeah, it's up here. Right there. That's the dude who's just talking. I'll let y'all go look up who he is, but he's very, very, very well accredited. He's very much, one, he is a doctor, but two, very much has the backing to be able to talk about this kind of stuff. And that is just completely insane. We'll round up. 74% of deaths were caused by the vaccine. That is purely nuts.
The other thing is, I think emergency use authorization, actually by definition, when you fill out the documents for the patient, if they read it, it actually says that they should make sure that they are under no compulsion to get this product. And that is what's so confusing, because even though the product was mandated in the summer, at the end of the summer of 2021, the product on the shelves was still the EUA product. And in that sense, for somebody to be mandated to something that they also have to sign to say that they weren't mandated to do it is kind of hard to do legally.
By the way, that's the subject of a couple oversight letters in terms of the whole full authorization type thing. Dr. Thorpe, quickly?
Yes, on informed consent, there was completely the opposite in pregnant women. HHS appears to have captured the American College of Obstetricians and Gynecologists, and my research team, including Maggie Thorpe, JD, have proven that with the Freedom of Information Act.
For a few,
So
million, for a few $1 million, correct?
many $1 million. They captured ACOG. In December of 2020, everybody at ACOG and the other organizations, we're not going to push this vaccine in pregnant women. In the span of a pregnancy, 40 weeks, September 27th, 2021, you will push the vaccine. You will push it in pregnant women and follow all the HHS criteria. And if you don't, we will destroy you and your professional career will take your license away and we will decertify you. That went out to 60,000 OBGYN doctors. So
we probably should have expanded the title of this: corruption of science, federal health agencies, what would you call those? Professional organizations?
These are the three organizations that essentially govern obstetrical care, not just in the United States of America, but the whole
By
world.
the way, I wanted to ask you, to what extent are the medical journals funded by various conflicting organizations, pharmaceutical companies? I've heard Chinese interests. I mean, are you aware of that? You were talking about the article written by the editors of the New England Journal of Medicine.
Yes, I'm aware of the study by Wen and colleagues, David Daniel Wen, that was just published October 10th of 2024, documenting that 1.06 billion with a B dollars went to the reviewers of the medical journals, of probably the most influential medical journals: New England Journal of Medicine, Lancet, BMJ.
That's coming out of the pharmaceutical industry.
That's correct.
So Dr. Walscott, as a vaccine injured, do you believe you received informed consent?
I don't know if there's words to describe just how mad that should make you. $1 billion paid to the medical journals by the people who made the vaccine. And that per a FOIA, Freedom of Information Act request, it came out that 60,000 OBGYN doctors were specifically told to push the vaccine to pregnant women, or they will be their license will be revoked. That is craziness. I don't even have. I mean, I just have to let that speak for itself. Like, I can't come up with something crazier than that. That's wild.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I mean, informed consent, and I, as a physician, I believe strongly in informed consent. Informed consent requires true and transparent data. And we can sit here and hear the mantra or the typical narrative of safe, effective, saved millions of lives, but in reality, that's not true.
I want to go back and listen to this second doctor talk real quick. This guy.
Women. HHS appears to have captured the American College of Obstetricians and Gynecologists, and my research team, including Maggie Thorpe, JD, have proven that with the Freedom of Information Act.
For a few $1 million, correct?
Many $1 million. They captured ACOG. In December of 2020, everybody at ACOG and the other organizations, we're not going to push this vaccine in pregnant women. In the span of a pregnancy, 40 weeks, September 27th, 2021, you will push the vaccine. you will push it in pregnant women and follow all the HHS criteria. And if you don't, we will destroy you and your professional career will take your license away and we will decertify you. That went out to 60,000 OBGYN doctors. So
So
I just can't really fathom that. 60,000 OBGYNs were told to push the vaccine to pregnant women or you will lose your license. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why this isn't going insanely viral. Maybe this will be my video that goes viral. I hope it does. This might be one of the more important videos I ever react to because just what it's showing. You know, those of us who didn't get the vaccine, it's like we were called conspiracy theorists. We were called all kinds of craziness. You were called racist if you said that it came from China. You know, you were called anti-vax if you just simply said, and I personally have been called this, that I'm anti-vax because I don't want to take an experimental vaccine. And then now, going on 5 years later, 3 to 5 years, depending where you're looking at in the COVID epidemic, is like all the stuff that we were being called insane conspiracy theorists for is now coming out to be true. I don't know. I'm going to have the original video to this linked down below. I'm going to try to find the original sitting hearing, like 5 hours that this was taken from. Yeah. So it's a shame to see that this is it's a shame to see this coming out 5 years later. It really is. But here we are. All we can do is live and learn. You know? And what's the main lesson here? Don't trust the government. Don't trust the government, kids. Okay. That's all I got for you tonight. Like, share, subscribe. Do everything you know you need to. And I'll catch y'all next time.